Yeah.
Okay, let's go back to C though just for a second. Remember, no sharps or flats in a
Yeah.
key signature means C though. Well, think about a key signature. It's telling you that these are in this composition, in this song, you can expect all natural notes. So on my keyboard, let's say you're a chef. In your ingredients, you have C, D, E, F, G, A, B, right? Or you
Yeah.
can think from A, B, C, D, E, F, G. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Just repeats, right? So if you have no sharps or flats, here's your ingredients.
Mm.
Okay, now I'm thinking, well, what can I do with that? Well, I have to make a major scale. That's the dish that's called for. This is your major scale. What does that sound like? Do re mi fa so. Yeah, the major scale and do re mi fa sol la ti do. They're the same thing. They sound the same.
Mm.
All
Okay.
right. So now here's the next piece of that. If I only have natural pitches, the only major scale I can make is this one. What's my home?
Do. C.
C. So I made a C major scale. You
Mm.
remember how it was like A, B, C, D, E, F, G?
Yeah.
A, B, C. Well, let's say I was like, let's say I didn't believe you. Maybe I was like, no, surely I can make another major scale. What about A if I go from A to A?
That works.
Well, that doesn't sound like a major scale. That sounds like La, Ti, Do, Re, Mi, Fa, Sol, La, So.
Oh, yeah.
That doesn't sound like a major scale. What about B? So that's out. A doesn't. I can't make a major scale with A if I only have white keys. Okay, what about B? Maybe B will also be a major scale.
Not ready. No.
No. Okay, what about C? Yeah. Yeah, that's do re mi fa so. That's good. Okay, but maybe D works.
No. No.
No, man. What about E?
Nope.
Oh man.
Oh, that doesn't
What
work.
about F?
Nope.
Okay, and then I keep going, and A, B, C, D, E, F, G, only C works. So,
Yeah.
the reason if I have no sharps or flats in my key signature and I say C is do, that's because the only major scale I can make with those pitches, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, no sharps, no flats, is C major scale. It's a
Mm.
C major scale, not the D major scale, not the F major scale, not the A flat major scale, the C major scale. And we call the first sound of our major scale do.
Mm.
Okay, so you ready now? Let's take this to A flat. Those are my four flats in A flat major scale, right?
Yes.
So now we see four flats in the key signature and we say, okay, A flat is do. Why? Because here's our new ingredient list: A flat, B flat, C, D flat, E flat. So I've got these natural pitches and these flats. That's what I'm cooking with in my kitchen.
Mm.
Well, what's nice is if I start with A right at the beginning of our alphabet, guess what scale I just played?
From A major scale.
An A flat major scale.
Yes.
Oh look, I found it. I found the major scale. So A flat is do because that's the only major scale I can make if I have four flats and three
Mm.
naturals.
I see. Okay.
Oh, but let's say I don't believe you. I think you're being too narrow-minded. I bet. What about B flat? Does that sound like it?
No.
No. Oh, okay. Let's try again. What about C? I'm going to use all of the flats, the four flats you talked about, and the rest of the natural pitches.
No.
Okay, what about, let's start at D.
Nope.
It's not work. And then you see how I keep going. There's only one and so that's the answer. When someone's like, "Oh, so what does four flats have to do with A flat do?" Well, we know that do re mi fa sol la ti do, that sound set is the major scale.
Okay.
So then in the composition, the key signature says use all of these ingredients. Four flats, rest are normal. I say, okay, what? There's only one major scale I can make with it. What is it? What is it? Now we like memorize it. You just know four flats, A flat. You know three, but that's the why behind it.
I see. Okay, that was very interesting. Thank you.
I know it was intense too. Hey, and guess what, Sammy? This is like college level type of training.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because there's so many things we have to think about. We have to think about key signatures. We have to think about sharps, flats, and naturals. We have to think about major scales and scale patterns. We have to think about calling the first sound of the major scale do and then the next one's right. So we have to think about a million things in order to understand a single concept, which is the answer
Ah.
to the question, why is A flat do if we have four flats in the key signature? It's like, well, you have to understand all this and then you can understand why. So it's a lot, and that's what makes something kind of college level is one thing, two things, three things, four things you have to keep in your mind. Okay,
Okay.
so enough of the brain buster here. Let's hear you now perform your composition. Take